Harden outside. He feeds it to Beverly. Howard against Adams. Puts up a three. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it. I'll start off this game. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. And Ibaka kicks to Roberson. And it's Adams getting it to go.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. So it'll be Michael Beasley shooting. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Waiters, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And the second player taken in the 2008 draft, Michael Beasley out of Kansas State, has been the ultimate wild card. Incredibly high expectations for him. At one time, he was the best high school player in the country. But now, you know, Greg, in his 8th season, bounced around a little bit. You wonder if he will ever fulfill that great potential.
You know, you could argue he's the best player in college that 1 year at Kansas State. I mean, unstoppable scorer and rebounder on the collegiate level. And he's shown flashes, but that's the one thing about this level. So much of the game is mental. And not everybody's equipped to handle the responsibility of being a great player.
Excellent point. Here's Westbrook. James Harden picking up that last basket. Westbrook kicks to Waiters. Jacks up a three. No luck. The Rockets go the other way with it.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive. And thinking about Michael Beasley's career now, he did have a breakout season in 10 and 11 with the Timberwolves. It was enough to land him a 3-year, $18 million contract with the Suns a couple years ago. Arrow seemed to be pointing up, but then things headed south quickly.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
For the Thunder, Cantor checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. Houston with a big group substitution here. Cabella's checked in. Montejunas. Comes in for Michael Beasley. Brewer is checked in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly.
And for last season, it was really just a victory for Beasley to get back in the league. I mean, did not start the season on any team. No doubt he has the skills, but something needs to happen for him in order to stay. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
KJ McDaniels, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. There's a screen by Cantor. Here's Waiters. Misses off the left iron. Capella dishes to Montejunas. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Montejunas has got his first 2 points. And Durant, here we go. No good. So Houston will take it the other way. Here's McDaniels. And the wing jumper offline.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Out left to the wing. On the wing, Jason Terry. And some nice passing there by Houston. It's stolen by Foy. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Waiters leading the charge. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Terry outside to the left wing. Unloads. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
A good. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
So another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
The Thunder with the lead.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
And so in the game for the Rockets, we've got Harden. Brewer is out there with Moniunas, and it's Capella in the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know. There was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig, and Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Adams, and it's McDaniels with the rebound. It's Harden with the drive to the inside. From deep. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to just one on the bucket from McDaniels. Westbrook with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Morrow, and he lays it straight in.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
The high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They have got to figure it out.
Here's Brewer. No good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Ahead. Here's Westbrook.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
For the Rockets, Howard's checked in for Moniunas. Beasley comes in for Brewer. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for KJ McDaniels. And so here is Houston, trailing by 5. Harden kick. Kicks to Capella. Here's Roberson.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. The Thunder leading by 5 or 3. Westbrook. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
That's tipped. Westbrook with the steal. And the basket by Morrow. And now a 10-point Thunder lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Stolen by Harden.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Can't get it to go. Westbrook with the nice D there. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Dwight Howard. A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Durant comes in for Anthony Morrow. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Andre Robertson.
With the shot.
Shots good by Waiters.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Cantor, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Russell Westbrook. Jason Terry, he's checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverly comes in for James Harden.
Oklahoma City ball.
Here's Durant. And he throws it down hard with one hand. Rockets trailed by 13.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunked so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
The Rockets have gone just 33% for the field. In what's been a cold second quarter for them. Yes, 3 of 9.
Michael Beasley.
The Thunder leading by 11. Here's Cantor. And that one is stuffed right through.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Singler, he's... Checked in for Serge Ibaka. And then for Houston, Moniunas comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Brewer in for Trevor Ariza. Durant with the steal. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Moniunas. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Singler, no good.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
No good from Durant.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
Shot by Terry, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
That'll do it for the first half. Thunder out in front. Up.
Look who's coming on the court. It's yours.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. 13 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
Durant, the 3, and Ibaka, the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Roberson. And it's Adams at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Dwight Howard with some slick passing on that one. And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
Terrence Jones is checked in for Houston. Shot's good. 10 points for Kevin Durant.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. Typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there. Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, and maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful 2-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. The pass to Brewer. Here's Jones. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that.
And with the Rockets' last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year, in spite of all the injuries.
Timeout called, the Rockets. When you think about guards who play without fear or any hesitation, Russell Westbrook is the first of those guys to come to mind.
I tell you what, man, his relentless pursuit and attacking of the goal and his opponent is really something to watch.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now, here is Harden. 11 points in the game. And the Thunder pushing it up now. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Harden kicks to McDaniels. And a big-time jam right there.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Adams. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, GA. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. Reza comes in.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Adams, the pass to Roberson. Here's Westbrook, and it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Singler comes in for Anthony Morrow. Waiters, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. And it's Foy and...
Oh, nasty. Oh, nasty.
Yes.
Woo. How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
Yeah, and he pulls that one off, guys, to perfection. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Kanter. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Here's Waiters. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good.
Dion Waiters.
He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Thunder lead by 1. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. The Rockets trail. So on the floor for Houston. Yunus up there with Trevor Ariza. And there's Terry. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Singler with it. Picked up by Yunus. Waiters dishes to Cantor. 6 to shoot. And Durant, here we go. A beautiful reverse layup. Durant's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Thunder. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches. That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Thanks again, Doris. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Singler. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Ford. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And it's Westbrook missing. Rockets trail by 3. Beasley kicks to Harden. Out to the wing. It's Ariza on the wing. Houston moving it around. Here's Beverly. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one. Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket. And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Beverly, the pass to Harden. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. You know, Greg, for Waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that.
Went to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear. I love it.
Yeah, this crowd is stunned.
That's as electric a finish as you're going to see.
Oklahoma City leading by 4. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Waiters leading the charge. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Rockets trail by 7. It's stolen by Adams. They set the pick. And Westbrook, here we go. No good from 11 feet.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Outside for Durant. Pass to Westbrook. Goes back up. The Rockets pull it in.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Beverly wide open. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
James Harden.
Harden's got his 9th assist in the game now. Here's Beverly. No good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Harden doing it all. He has 20 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Baca comes in for Cantor. And it's Roberson in for Dion Waiters. Rockets trail by 6. Harden lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Harden's got 24.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Beasley. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Harden dishes to Beasley. Offensive rebound. Here's Howard.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Connects. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And Westbrook, here we go. Excellent D from Howard.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what, Kevin, but he's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor. Man, they're getting a fantastic effort from James Harden right now.
Here's Adams. Nails it.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Beverly with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Beasley for 3.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
But they'll get another chance. The 3 from Harden. He's off from 3. Ariza kicks to Beverly. Now the dish to Howard. Here's Ariza. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up. lefty-handed.